Hey, I got this cool new computer, so I can work with the GarageBand and do some stuff. I can't get it on the internet as far as the YouTube is concerned because the browser's out of date. Tried to do Firefox, but Firefox was like, you ain't got the specs, bro. So I need to call out to all you tech-savvy anons out there, Bellagio, and anybody that knows anything about Apple, to tell me what I can do with this. Anywho, I'm going to do some Mr. God stuff real quick, entertain him with the guitar. Alright, that's me not keeping rhythm. Woo! Gonna go out to Yoshi in the Crystal Crypt. We're gonna try Mr. God in this one. There you go, Yoshi. Oh, look at them. Boom. Stevie Champagne, look at that. Them crystals that you be talking about. See what else we got in here. Mr. God says, working deeper with crystals. Handheld crystals. Dun 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 dun. Above, holding a large clear quartz crystal in your hand can stimulate or cleanse the aura. Many crystal healers use a single large clear quartz to energize or cleanse the auric field. Intention and visualization are an important part of the effectiveness of this method, and like all other processes in which the healer becomes actively involved, special care must be given to grounding and centering at all times, before, during, and after the session. There you go, just so you know. Let's see what else we got. Oh my God, like that. Yeah, Mr. Guy's not happy with that. I can only get rhythm. Mr. Guy just wants joyful noise. We're going to go out of this book here. Encyclopedia of the Strange. Boom. Hey, there's a bookmark. Newport. Hold up. Try this again. Camelot. Oh, it says right there. See, it's Camelot. There, you don't see it. This is Camelot. Camelot, the legendary home of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, became famous in modern times because of a Broadway musical of that name and because of its association with the brief presidency of John F. Kennedy. But before we can examine the problem of the reality of Camelot, we must first ask whether its most famous inhabitant, King Arthur himself, was real. The answer to that question is probably yes, though Arthur was certainly not the heavily armored symbol of medieval chivalry that he became later. The historical author lived sometime between 450, when the Romans finally left Britain, taking most of the people who could write with them, in the 9th century, when a monk named Nennius first mentions Arthur in his History of the Britons. But to Nennius, Arthur was ancient history, a king who had lived hundreds of years earlier. There are a few surviving historical records composed closer to Arthur's time, but it is not mentioned in a single one of them. This has led cautious scholars to conclude that there was no historical author, that he is a completely mythical figure. However, since all the records from Arthur's time are so rare, fragmentary, and unreliable, most of those who have studied the subject feel that the fact that his name is not mentioned is not proof that he did not exist. They say that about Jesus sometimes. Anyway, I don't want to read no more of that. But King Arthur, is he real? I don't know. But I've seen round tables, and they are real. I've seen them. What else we got? That's good enough. Alright, let's see, Mr. Guy's going to go through this pagan book of ancient pagan symbols. We're going to go for Aha. Show it to you. Man, it's gonna be long. This is a vlog or something. I don't know. Alright. Ancient pagan symbols. It is cruel aspect the eagle is identified with the zoo bird, a storm demon, a worker of disaster and evil. The zoo bird symbolizes the praise of the sun, also fertility, and slays serpents. Well, I like slaying serpents. Boom, crush them on the head. Don't tread on the snake, or step on snake's head, or something like that. Next one. Whatever that was. Whew. This is the Bible, or the New Testament. Oh, we're going with, oh, hold up. Okay, well, Jesus, I don't know which one you want now. Let's start with what you said first. Alright. 2 Corinthians 18. All this is from God, who through Christ reconciled us to himself, and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, in Christ God was reconciling the world to himself, not counting their trespasses against them, and entrusting to the message of reconciliation. And over here we got 2 Corinthians 8, verse 19. And not only that, but he has been appointed by the churches to travel with us as we carry out this act of grace that is being ministered by us, for the glory of the Lord himself, and to show our goodwill. Talk about Jesus when you go outside. That's what I got from that. Tell people about the Jesus. Tell people about the zoo bird who killed the serpents. Tell people about King Arthur and the conspiracy that he ain't real. And tell people about crystals. And watch Yoshi when he was live streaming. He's funny. Not just funny looking, but funny. Anyway, have a great time. And don't let the good Lord split you when you're leaving this earth.